The origins of Bank of America, saved by an immigrant American,
Italian American.
by an Italian American.
Right. No worries, dude. Okay, wait, hold on here. Let me try this. Actually, oh wait, no. I should do. Can I do 2 recordings of this? I want to try something, guys. Hold on. Recording settings, screen only. No camera. Okay, we can do a camera too. Wow. Okay, all right. Let's try the camera. I can record from 2 sources, but then that makes that look like that. Okay, all right. So we do that. Okay, full screen, select desktop. Okay, desktop 0. Okay, start recording. Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, here we go. We have the origins of the Bank of America saved by an Italian American. All right, T or Tawe, go ahead.
The Bank of America is an 8th largest banking institution in the world and 2nd largest in the United States, with the first is JP Morgan Chase. Approximately 11% of Americans' deposits are made from the Bank of America.
I feel like I'm on a new show right now. You made me feel like I'm on a new show. Okay, all right, go ahead, T.
The bank's main services are commercial banking, wealth advisory, and investment banking. Its humble origins can be traced back to 1904 and an Italian American man named Mario Peter Giannini, known as America's banker, because of his long-lasting impact on the U.S. banking industry. Without his contribution, the Bank of America wouldn't have emerged into what it is today.
The double space looks clean, eh?
Yeah.
That's the thing that made me start changing it. Like I know it's OCD bug in some ways, right? But then it's gonna be where there's a lot of value to it. Okay, his father was shot over a couple bucks. Over a couple bucks. Let's take this part out. Over a couple bucks. Okay, all right. Here, Amadeo Peter Giannani was the first son of the Giannani family. His father, Luigi Giannani, is an was an Italian immigrant from a small town located nearby Genoa named Favale de Malvaro. Varro.
After immigrating to San Jose, California, a tragedy struck the Giannini household. Luigi was shot dead by an employee over a pay dispute, a debt of fewer than $2. As Amadeo saw his father's body lying on the floor, bleeding heavily, he learned the value of money.
Yeah, we definitely kept that part. That was good. All right. These are your words, bro. They're going to be published. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. T, go ahead.
Okay. Columbus Saving and Loans. At the age of 14, Mario quit school to become a producer broker in the family business. From trading vegetables with farmers throughout Santa Clara, Mario progressed on to eventually take over his stepfather's estate in Columbus Saving and Loans. Upon Rolento's passing, Mario assumed control of Columbus Saving and Loans.
He had observed that many ordinary people, especially immigrants, were denied access to many banks. Only the upper classes were serviced for their bank needs. All right, grammar nerd note. All right, so punctuation nerd note right here. I recently learned how to do the M dash. Okay, the M dash on a Mac is going to be Option Shift Dash. Right, Option Shift Dash. That has been godsend. Oh my god, right? It's pretty cool. What's the
function shift dash, correct?
I think for a Windows computer, you guys are going to be using maybe like Option Shift and then Dash, but I'm not sure, right? You can check it out on your device and your keyboard. All right, but if you find the short key or the quick key for the M dash, it has been really useful. And I'll tell you why it's useful. It's that you can make a sentence, right? You can write a sentence, and then if you have an additional thought to add, you just M dash. All right. Yeah. And it's kind of better than a new period. It's kind of better than a comma. It's better than and, right? It's really quite nice. I've been liking it a lot, especially for my style, because I write a sentence with a thought and then I have more connected to that, and then I need to make a new sentence, which is like a whole other thought pattern, or stick in an dash and then just right. And you guys can read up on that too. It's inside the manual as well, right? So it's EM space dash. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yep, that's nice. Okay, all right. Here, many citizens had to resort to dubious means of
I'll
banking.
be back.
Okay. Welcome back. Or yeah, good luck. Loan sharks or hiding money in their mattresses. At the time, there was a surge in Italian immigrants in California. Let's break this up a little bit. All of whom lacked complete access to basic modern financial services. As an Italian himself, Amadeo saw an opportunity to expand the reach of Columbus Savings and Loans by opening up banking to everyone, not just wealthy clients. All right, cool. I like it.
Rejection and inspiration.
Well, real quick, hold on. Do you approve the break?
Yep.
Okay, all right, cool. Go ahead.
Any attempts that Amadio made were swatted down by other directors. Frustrated, he resigned from the company instead of feeling defeated. The ex-director found himself on the brink of a new banking industry. Wanted to make a change, he decided to take it upon himself to make it his reality. I might never have gone into the banking business if I hadn't got so damn mad at those directors. Amadio Giannini.
Do you know?
The unorthodox.
Unorthodox.
Good.
Unorthodox.
Oops, sorry.
Something Italy. Unorthodox Bank of Italy, right? Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so Unorthodox Bank of Italy. First Bank of Italy location circa 1904. I'm going to start my own bank, Mario Giannini. On October 17, 1904, Mario and 5 investors found a small bank named the Bank of Italy, BOFA, with just in the mass BOL, with 150,000, right? This so I understand what they call
Got
it.
it. Bro.
Yep.
150,000 in funding from his friends and family. The bank building.
Time out real fast. Quick tip. When you see parentheses like this in reading, you don't read it aloud, actually.
So
Yeah.
All
This is a micro point. Holy moly. Yeah. So when you're reading something aloud and it's in parentheses, you actually don't need to read it aloud.
I was just telling how do I say?
Anyway, what does the word bow in parentheses mean?
Bank of Italy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the synonym.
You got it. Clear. Teamwork. Oh, bro team. Okay. All right. Good. Please continue.
Okay. The bank building Talon across the Columbus Saving and Loans building. Mario started that the banking institution was for the little fellow, diligent workers who are denied service at other banks. With the gates open for the public, customers flocked to the Bank of Italy and began using its service.
Okay. All right. This right here looks like a place that we could smooth out a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We'll come back. We'll cycle back to that. Right. Here we go. For now, I just want to show you the verse part.
Mhm.
So if I change it like this, we know that we'll cycle back and scan back to it and then fix it. Okay. This is also the way that my partner was leaving research or points or things to improve about it. Okay. All right. It's kind of nice, dude. Right. It's like the Google Doc comment function, but coder style, when coders write themselves code, they go like this, right? And then write little notes inside the code, which is cool too.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right, you guys know already. Okay. Okay, all right, your turn. My turn. On its first day, roughly $8,780 were deposited, approximately $288,350 today. In its first year, more than $700,000 were deposited, about $20 million today. All right, for the reading part, I cleaned it up. And it's just where for the speaking part, we add those words. Okay, that way, the way Amadeo ran the Bank of Italy was considered completely unorthodox, but common in today's society. All right, Tawe, take it away.
Bank offered loans as small as $25 to workers. Despite the smaller dollar amount of loans, more customers could take out loans. Giannini set loan criteria based on borrowers' characteristics in honoring a debt, not their dollar wealth. Hitting the pavement, he advertised his bank by promoting his bank door to door when most banks didn't, introducing more and more customers to his bank. In the process, he also explained and educated the people on the value of banking security and financial principles. He introduced them to subjects ranging from how to register for a bank account to compound interest.
All right, so now here you're seeing the teamwork, right? Where it's like it's your logical flow, right? And then your partner adding in words, right? And then smoothing it out. So that's the stuff that we're trying to do for every sentence, every paragraph. Okay. All right. And T, I really like how this is helpful for you because remember we go back to education, right? That's PP, right? So that's going to be present, practice, and produce, right? And cycle of things that we're doing. And it's different series of that with you. That's cool. Okay. All right. Take it away. Open to.
Okay, open to the public at late hours of the day. Workers whose shifts were ending late were able to deposit their funds and access their accounts. The most iconic policy is that the Bank of Italy allowed anyone to make a bank account or apply for a loan. Since the bank, the sheer volume of clients contribute to immediate growth. BOL had the lowest loan interest rates and recipients could extend even their payment terms without incurring standard fees. Despite the then abnormal of banking models, the Bank of Italy deposits and regular customer kept increasing.
The Bank of Italy's financial performance outperformed other banks because of its unique but beneficial strategies. However, its first disaster began to brew 2 years after out of the womb. This is something I gotta fix right now. However, its first disaster began to brew 2 years out of the womb. Yeah,
I like the word choice for the brew.
Yeah, it's good, right? Like I just want to I'm trying to make it where they get it, they being the reader. Okay. All right. Where it's like they read these words very quickly upon a first glance and it's like, boom, they get the point. So, and it's kind of poetic in that way, right? So, however, its first disaster began to brew 2 years out of the womb. Nice. Okay. The 1906. Go ahead, sir.
The 1906 San Francisco earthquake. In the early morning of April 18, 1906, a massive 7.9 earthquake destroyed more than 80% of San Francisco, while fires burned much of the rest and what remained.
One of the most lethal earthquakes in U.S. history, it crumbled structures, severed pipelines and wires, and shook the foundations of every structure. Flammable gas combusted from the main pipelines, causing a massive fire in San Francisco, which spread to the outskirts of the city, burning for 4 days. The earthquake resulted in more than 3,000 fatalities, 400,000 residents homeless, and uncountable losses from San Francisco business owners. San Franciscan?
Yeah.
San Franciscan business owners.
Okay, all right, dude, that was hard. Sorry, I was playing around with stuff. I just realized that I used 2 gerunds here, and so I'm gonna fix that here just for the flow. I mean, it's okay, but can be better. All right, very nice. T, your reading is getting stronger. And then the reason I was pointing at the picture and you was because you're the one that got the picture. All right, you remember? Yes. This is fun, dude. Oh my God, this is super fun, guys. Okay, all right, here we go. It's my turn. I added this one right after. It's not the same location, but I wanted to give that impression. All right, cool. Okay. For banking institutes, they were not spared by the earthquake. The bank buildings themselves were incinerated by the blaze, except for the metal vaults. Many presumed that the records and money were safe inside, yet the vaults were heated by the fire to the point where, if carelessly opened, the result would have been instant incineration of all money inside from the sudden rush of oxygen and subsequent combustion. Wow, that's kind of a nice long sentence. Let's see here. Maybe we can't say all of them, right?
I think we can separate those two sentences later.
Which one? This one? Like this?
Mm, Wait, let me think of it first. Okay, so if sentence separated meaning. I'm not sure with this one, since if like we just stuck it all together, it will look a little bit too big and quite hard to read, but at the same time it's not that hard to read. And like separating would make it look nice, though it wouldn't make sense a lot.
I hear you. I hear you, and I'm not really sure actually, because for me, kind of feel like the yet works, right?
Yep.
Space. And then, but I hear you too, though. That's the thing. That's why I actually did it,
I think
before.
let's just keep it like that, but just some space bar to make it like easier to continue reading.
Yeah.
Just
And
like little spaces, like double space bar. What do we got? Double space? Double. What do we call that again?
I was just thinking about if there's a way to stick an M dash in here. But I think we're good. I think we're good for now. Okay, here we go. Next paragraph is Taiwei, sir.
Fortunately, the Bank of Italy was outside the city center. After the earthquake ended and as the fire started, Amadio rushed to the Bank of Italy to retrieve all of the deposits and records. Then he loaded them into a garbage wagon, which he borrowed from a garbage collector by the sea, and covered it with garbage to disguise it from thieves.
Good.
He managed to drive it to his home somewhere in San Mateo, just around 15 miles away.
All right. Okay, good. All right. Sorry, I broke up the flow of the story. Go ahead and read it again as a good story.
Fortunately, the Bank of Italy was outside the city center. After the earthquake ended and as the fire started, Amadio rushed to the Bank of Italy to retrieve all of the deposits and records. Then he loaded them into a garbage wagon and covered it with garbage to disguise it from thieves. He managed to drive it to his home somewhere in San Mateo, just around 15 miles away.
Bro, when I was editing this earlier this week and I read this word thieves, right? I heard you say it like you. Right? In my brain, right? I heard you go thieves like this. It was so funny. Right? Okay, good. Okay, here. See?
Okay. While the many banks' services were disrupted by the disaster, Amadio Banks was one of the first to recover. After the fires died out, Amadio set up a temporary bank composed of a plank stacked on two barrels on the North Beach wharf.
Raph,
You got it. Yeah, warp. Yep.
Wharf. Wharf.
Yep.
With
It's just like war with an F. Warf.
and H2. Yep, you're right. So Wharf. Wharf with its operations continue as nothing significant happened. He offered loans on handshake to residents and sellers who need funding to rebuild their homes or businesses, quickly making the headlines. Years passed by and the city was finally rebuilt and every loan was paid back with interest. Years Amadeus Gianni directly supported the reconstruction of the city San Francisco. San Francisco rise from the ashes. Mario Gade.
This is, I just have to make a comment here, man. This is so nice, Tae, right? This is really quite good. Okay.
Pretty
Thanks.
nice.
Yeah, good on you, man. Kudos. Mag. Okay.
Rania.
I would be proud if I were you. Okay, here we go. Is it my turn? All right. San Francisco will rise from the ashes. I'm funny. Becoming the big fish. By opening branches, I foresaw that we could give better service to everybody. Amadeo Giannani. All right. And then there was a question on the section laws. The reader is not going to know what this stuff is about, so I have to move this and it's a little chunky. I think this is going to end up probably getting cut, honestly. Okay. But I did find the legislation laws from 1909 PDFs and took screenshots of them.
Yo,
Yeah, and then stuck them in here.
1909. That's a
Yeah,
lot of years.
But that was I also learned something else from there is that you're technically not supposed to let your reader know about your research process as you're writing. Okay.
All right, then like if they know, they're just gonna search it up, and there goes your website.
No.
Right.
It's not that scope. It's just going to be where what you write is filtered, you know, and like, you know, when you're going through your logical process of research, some of that is going into what you write, but most of it is not, you know, like I'll give you a specific example. It's going to be where this is a good one right here, right? Where we say in the year 1909, the state of Washington legislation issued amended session laws, right? And then we stick stuff in here and like it's part of the research process, you know?
Oh,
But when the editor was reading it, they just asked which legislation, which means the lawmakers, by the way. Okay. All right. The lawmakers, the people who make laws in the country or state. So yeah, like right now, you know, revisiting these points, it's going to be like, I think this stuff is completely unnecessary. And so we just kind of cut that and then make it clean. And then it's just all we have to write right here. Okay. All right, cool. All right, sounds good. Okay, all right, and then it goes straight back to the good image, which is going to be the bank.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, because it's an interesting image, right? Not a block of images of a 1909 PDF, right? But still cool on the nerd side. Okay, all right, whose turn is it to read?
Not sure.
I think
Maybe.
it's that way. Yeah, I just read.
In the year 1909, the state of Washington legislation issued amended session laws on banking, allowing banks to branch out into smaller outlets throughout California. Eager to seek out more customers for his business and further stabilize his financial system, the Bank of Italy rolled forward from barrels to branches. The ex-produced broker revisited his hometown, San Jose, to buy a banking company to form his first branch.
Nice. I feel like this one is something to be fixed too, a little bit. It's so beautiful, and I just want to make it like, yeah, I'm gonna revisit this. Okay, revisit this. We'll revisit this part. Okay, all right, cool. All right, now, because like I just wanted, I referred this to, right, because I wanted to sync up before to the point that Tawe made before, right, and like emphasize it just a bit more. And that's gonna be where in essay writing, you have some strong key metaphor or a thing, and it becomes a marking point. Okay. And then that's how you roll through in an effective essay, where you have one key main idea or upama, some metaphor in there, where it's that, you know, that's what it's communicating. And then that's what I'm trying to do here, where it's like, it's pretty cool, man, barrels to branches, right? And then like now where it's, and they started at this here, right? Which is the beginning of that, you know, which is cool, right? So you have granular, right? We have that word granular again, where everything is kind of like a small piece of sand. Okay. So many parts working together. Okay. All right, Tawe, go ahead. The X, as the acquisition
Continued throughout the years, and by 1918, there were 24 Banks of Italy branches, resulting in becoming the first bank to have statewide coverage. Amadeo was relentless about the branching of the bank, constantly buying franchises and rebranding.
Right.
Later on,
T, go ahead. And then T, by the way, you can ask questions anytime on words. right? And
Pardon?
Tawe, if you ever got edits, just tell me, okay? All right.
Okay.
I learned something else here. Watch this.
Hmm.
Boom.
Ta-da!
All right, you have remote
Alright,
control.
I gotta sneeze. What is this? Okay.
Later
Later
on.
on, later on, he formed new departments where bank tellers and employees could converse with Chinese, Greek, French, Portuguese, Yugoslavian, Slovenian, Russian, Spanish clients in their native language. In, res- uh, in response to the higher number of women running their businesses, Mario also created an office for women to service female customers. And occasionally he strode into his branches to greet his employees. Report- Reportedly, he could remember every employee's and their children's name to give their clients the comfort of communicating in their native language. To give their clients the comfort of communicating in their native language, he formed a new department with bank blah 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 blah. So in Russian and Spanish.
Okay, we start with the goal.
In Spanish. Okay, let's read it again. Later on, to give their clients the comfort of communicating in their native language, he formed new departments where bank tellers and employees could converse in Chinese, Greek, French, Portuguese, Yugoslavian, Slovenian, Russian, and Spanish. Response to in response to the higher number of women running their businesses, Amadio also created an office for women to service female customers, and occasionally he strode into his branches to greet his employees. Reportedly, he could remember every employee's and their children's name.
Okay. All right. So now, when I passed this sentence before, it's gonna be where I thought like Tawe. Okay. Like it's fine to stick in the native language at the end, you know? And then the next part I thought was, what if we start with the goal in the sentence structure and then give them the list at the end, right? And then them again would be the reader. So it's like kind of a little bit more logical, and that's just playing around with this stuff. Okay, all right, you guys are yawning. We're moving faster. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Okay, this was all really great, by the way, dude. Okay, and
Thanks.
occasionally he strolled into da, da, da. Okay, the merger of Bank of Italy and the Bank of America. Ora Eugene Monet. The 1909 version of Bank of America was based in Los Angeles, formed by a banker named Ora Eugene Monet. Having been funded by his father's silver mine, he established his first location by purchasing enough stock to merge two banks to become Citizen Trust and Savings Bank.
Remove the colon. I think it's probably not necessary, right?
Yes.
Should we add what do we call it again? The thing that feels like it's a sentence or like someone saying it, or like it's a name. Yeah, quotation.
Where's the
Should we
quote?
add the Citizen Trust and Saving Bank? Do you think we should add there or no?
Oh, we can make it italics.
Okay,
What do you think, Tawe?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay.
Ora's what is trying to say again, please?
Fairness.
Okay. Ora's company caught Amadio's attention because of its streamlined accounting and distribution network. He began investing in Ora's bank as he had difficulty negotiating expansion in Los Angeles. With Amadio intent on expanding beyond the premises of San Francisco, he went to Ora's office to convince him to merge with his bank. Amadio shared his worries about the future of American economy with what might have been omens of Black Friday. Ora, who was
Okay. All right. Let's fix this part, guys. That was a little bit clunky right here. Right? Okay. Amadio shared. We just keep it simple.
Mm.
Yeah. Better?
Amadio shared his worry.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm really digging the double spaces. All right. Okay. All right. Tawi, are you getting sleepy? Do you guys want to take a break?
I mean, I can still keep going.
Yep, we can go.
All right, how are we doing until the end?
A lot.
We got a lot. Okay, I'll streamline it. I'm gonna read it now. I'll just read it now so we streamline it. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, all right. Ora, who was considering retirement, had no successors, agreed to merge with the Bank of Italy. Both founders agreed with that the name of the new bank would be the Bank of America to prepare itself for the expansion throughout the country. On November 1st, 1930, the companies finalized a merger, becoming the largest banking institution in North America. Right, that was our picture at the beginning. This picture needs to be in the beginning, right? Or
This is supposed to be in the beginning.
this is okay. Okay, all right. Let's move that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and that is our main image there. Perfect. Okay, all right, looking good. Finalize merger. On November 1st, 1930, the companies finalized the merger, becoming the largest banking institution in North America. After more than 40 years since he founded the Bank of Italy, Amadeo finally retired from leadership. On June 3rd, 1949, Amadeo Peter Giannani passed away at the age of 79 due to heart disease. His final resting place is located at Holy Cross Cemetery in a town named Colma, California. At his funeral, there were reportedly thousands of people he helped, visiting him to honor his contributions to their lives and work. It's a nice end to that, dude. Okay, all right, good. We have Amadeo's legacy here. I want to move the separator. Okay, Amadeo's legacy. No one owns the future. It owns him. Amadeo Giannani. All right, Tawe, take it away.
In his years in the position of chairman of the Bank of Italy and co-founder of the Bank of America, Amadeo has left a lasting impact on the state of California. As a banker, he helped fund the local economy of California. Many notable companies and a few landmarks wouldn't exist today without his help.
Okay, I gotta put this back together. Okay, boom. All right. Go ahead.
Almond is the most valuable Californian export with $4.9 billion for sales in 2019.
Okay.
Okay. Mario decided to support California's horticulture industry because of its importance in the economy and the well-being of the resident. The state has the highest agriculture exports in the United States with dairy, grapes, dairy, it's like milk, cheese or something like that, right? Yeah. I thought it was
Yes.
like the book first. Okay, dairy, grapes, and almonds being ranked the three most valued exports respectively. Furthermore, other states have to import wine from California as 95% of it was produced there. Mario realized its potential as he frequently traveled down the countryside to meet up with his clients and converse with the horticulturists working in the fields. By offering loans to the farmer organizations, he helped modernize the cultivation of produces and manufacturing of wine. Many organizations and companies were able to produce more products and improve their quality. Sun-Made and iconic brands of raisins improved the scale of its manufacturing and became one of the largest raisin producers in North America.
Generate,
And we got the picture of Sun-Made.
Yeah, it's good.
cultivate,
Cultivate. Thank you. I was thinking yield, but cultivate's better there. We use cultivate twice. We use products and produce twice in production there, and it's okay. I think it's all right. Let's see how it sounds again one more time. By offering loans to the farming owners organizations, he helped modernize the cultivation of produce and wine production. Many organizations and companies were able to cultivate more products and improve their quality. And it's important to have that sentence for real, right? It is. It's that thing that guides that reader, where sometimes we as the writer think it's unnecessary, but then it's necessary. Okay. Sun made an iconic band of raisins, improved the scale of its manufacturing, became one of the largest raisin producers in North America. Sun made raisins, box wrappings. That's nice. These are so classic, dude. Okay. All right. Giannani funded Disney. All right. I changed some of the headlines too. Okay. All right. Walt Disney, a pioneer of American animation, currently cryogenically frozen somewhere, had decided to make the company's first feature film. Walt Disney wanted to make a film that was considered long enough to cover the course of an entire entertainment program by animating the story of Snow White, and began production in 1934. Walt's brother, this is clunky too. We'll leave it for now. Okay. Walt's brother Roy Disney, then co-founder of the studio, stated that doing so would completely wipe out the studio's reserve funds, essentially rendering it bankrupt. Throwing caution to the wind, Walt powered forward, determined to create. Many at the time regarded the film as madness, and even Hollywood called it Disney's folly. It's good. All right. Okay. Clean. Okay, here we go. Cleaner. Okay. Bump. We got these pictures. I added Snow White, right? Okay, we got that. Okay. Tawe again. T. This is excellent work, guys. Really got to say it. Okay. Teamwork. It was really amazing. Okay. Tawe, take it away.
Amadio heard of the production and offered Roy Disney a loan to pay the animators' wages, production costs, and the nationwide ad campaign. Both and Roy accepted.
Right.
After the release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937, the Disney brothers were astonished by the ludicrous profits, becoming one of the highest grossing films overnight.
Yep, ludicrous. That's where I heard you speaking, right? For real. And then I have a quick small point here. It's that I also learned in this that from the manual, it's better to use people's names than to use a lot of pronouns. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, we're almost done. Amadeo, go ahead.
Okay, Amadeo Giannini Golden Gate Bridge project. So this is made by him?
It was, I found a little bit of the detail there.
Oh, okay. So we got a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge, circa 1935. The Californian legislature green lighted the Golden Gate Bridge planning, construction, and management in 1928. Unfortunately, it began its construction in 1934, right in the midst of the Great Depression. Throughout the dispersions in project funding, bonds amounting $30
million.
$30 million were drawn, valued at approximately $500 million today. Amadio backed the Golden Gate Bridge project as the financial guarantor. Today, the Golden Gate Bridge became one of the world's most iconic and beautiful bridges, and still holds the record for the longest and tallest suspension bridge. Approximately $110,000 cars cross this bridge daily. Thank you, Mario. Again.
Okay. This was good teamwork right here too, man. So I found the story here. It's that they had plans to build the bridge. It was great. Everything was good. Construction started, and then boom, Great Depression, right? And then it led to all the problems inside of the funding. And that's where Giannani came in and said, okay, I am the financial guarantor. And he helped essentially everything move forward. And that's the part where I couldn't find a lot more information. That's where I'd have to review a lot of newspapers from that time and then QC other things, But so that's why I just left it there at financial guarantor. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, nice. So this is boom, saved there, right? And then let's take a break, gentlemen. We can go into this, right? And take a look at these kinds of things here and build out those. Or I have, 1 second.